What is up and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is not my normal room that I'm usually doing my videos in. Usually I do that in the kitchen up in the back there of my house. And had this more cozier room, I guess, in a way. There's a lot of random stuff on my brother's behind me there, but it's a lot cooler up here is what I'm trying to say. I got a good amount of stuff to showcase for y'all today. And quite a few criterions, the most I've ever bought from this sale, because number one, I actually had the money, and I'm very grateful that I had the money to do this very expensive purchasing this past month so far. And I'm broke. But it was worth it, because I never ever do this, and there's a lot of movies here that I've wanted to try to watch and just add to my collection. And I also have a few items that I got from the mail, and a couple 4Ks that I would just want to showcase just because they're awesome. And that's a nice stack right here. Let's get started now. First up, I mean, you know, if you know, you know how much I love this movie. It defined my 2010s. I'm just still wowed to this day by this movie. I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Yeah, sure, some of it's very flawed, but I mean, Edgar Wright's direction, the performances, the crazy, insane comedy and visual style, and this cover, by the way, is just fucking legit all around. I love that it's a variant cover compared to the original release. They knocked it out of the park with this, and I know there was a steelbook. I rarely give a shit about the steelbooks, but this, yeah, I'm a slipcover guy, and I love me the slipcovers. And speaking of slipcovers, this was an oddity. And I say that because Zombieland, it has been out for a little while now in 4K, and is one of those movies where the slipcover has been out of print for a while. You can still find these at Best Buy and stuff like that, but the slipcover's been long gone. And the funniest bit was, I go to this local Best Buy because it's by my work, and I had seen a handful of copies, you know, just like this, you know, just chilling there. They had them there in the little tiny ass section that they have these days. But all of a sudden, the other copies were gone, and then this was the last copy there. The only thing I can come up with is that this was old stock that popped up out of nowhere, or more than likely, maybe a return from an online order. This movie with the damn slipcover is ridiculously priced at like $40+ online. $18.99 is what I paid for it at Best Buy, and even then, I'm just like, it's a lot, but it's Zombieland. It's a cult classic. If I find Zombieland Double Tap at a good price, I'll eventually get that one, but the original is definitely the best, and I enjoy it so much, and still can't believe it. In 2021, I found it with the slipcover brand new at a Best Buy. Life's funny that way. I got some stuff in the mail today, and yeah, these are awesome little pickups right here. Sorcerers Apprentice, I kind of even alluded to this in so many other videos and TikTok and Vine back in the day. Anybody remember Vine? I love doing the Jay Barber show because nobody really does the impression. It's just, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like doing the voice. I'm sorry. I'm done. And Nick Cage is fun to do as well as an impression, but I don't do him as great. But I like doing the Jay Barrow Show voice just because, you know, nobody does one, you know? And he's a good actor, and I enjoyed this movie a lot. It's just a solid Disney live-action movie based off of that one scene from Fantasia. I love it so much. I don't know why, and I love the slipcover as well. It's just very shiny, very glossy, very embossed. Look at that whole, like, all of that. It's just so fucking cool. Just great. Next up is Horrible Bosses 2. Not the best sequel, but, I mean, you know, for one reason alone, Jennifer Aniston knocks it out of the park in both of these movies. Chris Pine was pretty fun to watch as well. It's not the best, but I kind of missed it, and I found it for a good price with the slip online, and yeah. And finally, Ready or Not. Shit. I gave up looking for this. This is one of the titles that's just ridiculously hard to come by with the slip. And even though the artwork is not the best, I know a lot of people make their jokes about it. It's not compared to the other artwork. Even the artwork in the back is a lot more freaking fantastic right there. But this movie, one of the best movies of 2019, in my opinion, and it introduced me to the loveliness that is Samara Weaving. She is great in this movie, The Babysitter on Netflix, and Guns Akimbo. She's great. I really, really struggled to find this for a good price. Once again, $30 plus on eBay with a slip. It's fucking ridiculous. I hate when people do that. Got it for 15 on Mercari. So my day was made. And that was including shipping as well. So I was just like, yeah, finally have that in my collection. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. The reason why you all are here. The Criterion titles that I picked up. First up is a movie that I've been wanting to see for a while, and I consider myself an Adam Sandler fan despite all the to put it lightly, all the slabadoo, all that crazy stuff, you know, all of that classic gibberish of Adam Sandler, you know. Punch Drunk Love. This, I've never seen it. Visually, this movie looked interesting from the trailer I saw. And again, I am an Adam Sandler fan, and I really did want to watch a movie where he acts, because again, he's a great actor when he's given the right, time and material, He was great in Reign Over Me, even though that movie was a bit of a mixed bag. But that was the first movie I remember just seeing his actual really shockingly good talent at proving that he can do emotion. And this movie, I heard, is pretty good as well. And of course, he was great in Uncut Gems. This is how I win. Yeah, that's good stuff. That whole thing. So, and that movie's coming to Criterion as well, which is a bummer. It's not going to come till October. So I'll eventually get that one. So, but happy to add that one to my collection. I'll eventually get to it. This is a second buy for me. I wanted to see what this little movie is all about. A horror film with mermaids, and it's a musical, and I just love the visual style it looks to it. Very grim and dark there. Again, from the trailers, from what I've seen, it looks really good. It's a bit of a wild card movie in this stack, so I hope it's good. And next up is Parasite. Still haven't seen this shit. I need to. I remember seeing the trailers, and I thought, wow, this movie looks fucking awesome. It won dozens upon dozens of awards, and I wanted to see what this movie's all about. I really do. And what better way to do that than actually getting the Criterion release of it. So, and I love the packaging. I love this pattern stuff going on. I don't know if that's something to do with the movie or it's just cool packaging. Either way, I look forward to finally watching this damn movie because I need to. I need to see it. It feels like it's required viewing at this point. Then, of course, I have to get more Wes Anderson. The Life Aquatic, which I have not seen. Bottle Rocket, which I have not seen. This is also a repurchase for me. And the latest one that they've put out on Criterion is the Grand Budapest Hotel. This is his latest film to be released on there. I love this artwork. I love the packaging. I just look at that. And this is one of the few that I've opened so far, but my God, I love this packaging so much. And this movie wasn't my favorite of Wes Anderson's, but it was definitely, it's still great in its own right, and I enjoy it a lot. I wish there was more. It's almost like I wish I could have seen like a bunch of vignettes of this movie, like maybe like a little mini series. I would have loved to see that, because the possibilities, they're there. So yeah, Wes Anderson, and of course, plenty of Owen Wilson to go around. A lot of Owen Wilson there. It's pretty wild. He can say wow a lot when he could, and I look forward to watching the French Dispatch. It's gonna be real good. I can't wait to see it in the theater. Wow. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I've been focusing on voice acting lately. By the way, if you've yet to see that video, it's on my channel right now. I've always loved voices, by the way. Sorry, detour. And that's why I've always done them in my videos over the years. And I'm gonna give this voice acting an actual honest shot. And I hope you join me on that journey, because I'm going to be releasing a couple more videos that I have planned already, sharing some original voices and some more impressions. So stay tuned for that if you enjoy voiceover acting and stuff like that. Back to the movies. The one lone Jackie Chan, well, couple titles technically, Police Story 1 and 2. This is kind of a cool one, actually. I like this. It's like a weird, it can slide out either way, but I think it chose the side that kind of, see, it's a two-way side, see, it goes like that. That's cool. That's definitely something different. You got Police Story, and then Police Story 2. And it opens pretty cool. I dig this a lot. And then you got the poster, of course. You know, again, you know, Criterion always knocks it out of the park with their packaging and detail. Great stuff. I mean, can't wait to revisit these movies. I remember watching these with my dad as a kid, and anything Jackie Chan we would rent from the local Hollywood Video, because that place was way cooler than Blockbuster. Definitely looking forward to revisiting those movies. And last but definitely not least is the Guillermo del Toro trilogy of Kronos, The Devil's Backbone, and Pan's Labyrinth. Again, another rebuy for me, and it's a bummer because I realized that I would have bought that cool packaging edition, but two things. It was way more expensive to if I was even able to have bought that set, where it was that cool weird packaging that was like a box set. But it wasn't a box set. It was more of like this weird fold out packaging out, put a little photo of it there. It was weird, but I kind of dug it. And then when I realized it's out of print, I'm not going to pay $200-300 for that. Especially for movies that I've only seen Pan's Labyrinth, like most of it. And I'm ashamed to say that, but I will see it. And I've never seen Kronos or The Devil's Backbone. So, I look forward to viewing all of them in their entirety now, and they were a lot cheaper than buying that pretty cool set. Considering I think it would have been $100 and something, I think. Math. I'm not good at math. That's why I was an art major. So much goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know it's always a mixed bag with my channel, because I know I try very hard. I try to be entertaining. I also try to be engaging. But YouTube kills any momentum I ever have had, and with my inconsistent upload scheduling, you know, I have a life. This is not something that I get paid to do. This is not something that I have ever found profitable in any way. I've always done this because I like it. I've always enjoyed doing videos because I enjoyed it. And there, at one point I had a partnership, but I never made any money from it, and then it was taken away, and I just clearly figured out, yeah, YouTube just doesn't give a shit about smaller creators anymore. If they ever did at all. I don't know. But alas, this video you are viewing here on YouTube, whether anyone sees it or not, that's awesome if you did. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anytime you have, liking this video, subscribing, and all that other good stuff in between. So, I don't know when I'll do another update video, but I know for sure, again, stay tuned for those voiceover videos. I'm Anthony Flotis with Worth Watch, and keep going to the movies.